Hi there! I can't believe it is already the last day of November. Here we are at my favorite Goodwill. I checked out the Christmas section first. I thought these mugs were adorable, and I liked how their eyes moved just a little bit, so it wasn't like you had four of the same mug. Here I am peeling back the sticker to see if there is a maker's mark. I didn't find one. It just said made in China. See how that one's a little bit different than the others? I thought those were super sweet. They had added to their Christmas section, so I was looking to see if there was anything that grabbed my attention. I wanted to see what this tin was. It was a server set for utensils. And here's a look for you at the shelves. Always check out the bags, because you never know, you might find a little treasure mixed in with some other things in the plastic bags. I thought that this looked handmade, and on the bottom it was dedicated to somebody, and it was Woodcrest Villa. And Woodcrest Villa is one of the retirement communities that are in and around Lancaster. I actually worked at Woodcrest Villa one time many years ago. I worked in the bakery. I thought it was cute, but it was missing something on her hand, had broken off. So that is why I left that there. And then I continued on into the wood section to see if there was anything interesting there. Sometimes the wood section, they sneak in some vintage items I have found in there before. So that's why I'm looking in here. On an end cap, I found this. I've bought these before. I have never seen the fish before. And when I was doing some research on them, I saw that they also make one with an owl. So I'll be definitely on the lookout for the owl. I thought they just came in the flowers, the flower patterns. So I thought it was pretty cool that there was a fish and that you can find an owl. They were actively restocking, so I don't like to dig too much into the bins, but I was just kind of moving things around to see if there was anything that grabbed my attention. That reminded me of a chia pet, but then I noticed that, oh, it's just a little votive holder at the very tippy top for that turtle. But on the outside, and his little eye looked like an A. I thought that was interesting. But on the outside for a second, I at first thought that that was a chia pet. Doing a terrible job of showing you the top shelf. Sorry about that. Here's a look at the bottom shelves, though. No one's bought that Franciscan appleware set of dishes you can see right there. They've been sitting there for a while. Sometimes I pick up M&M things. Recently I picked up the M&M yellow cookie jar, and I usually pick up the green M&M things because apparently they have changed the look and the design of the green M&M. So if you find the older green M&M look, design, how she's wearing boots and stuff, I do pick those up because they have changed her look. This I thought was interesting. Fit for Life, it was Treasure Craft. And so I did take the time to look that up because I wasn't familiar with it. I didn't know that they had made mugs like this. I thought they just made that brown kind of looking stuff. So I did take the time to look up that mug, but it wasn't a high seller, so I did leave that there. And look, I'm winning. Moving on in the white section, there was this. This was Mark Schmid, and I think it was a music box. I think maybe, or a light. That was giving me the impression that this used to be a music box, or it was probably a night light. I thought this was a cute little bunny rabbit. It had the Made in China sticker. If we were closer to Easter, I probably would have picked that up. I was seeing if this was a snow baby. It was not. And this was a cute little planter. The duck, unfortunately, had a chip on the end of its beak. And then I noticed that there were quite a few souvenir plates. This one, Hawaii. I just recently started rewatching Hawaii 5-0. I used to watch that with my gram on the reruns, and it's fun watching it from the very beginning. It's fun watching older TV shows that bring you back to your childhood. So they had a whole stack of these souvenir plates. Don't usually pick up souvenir plates, but I think it would look really cool on a wall. Maybe of all the places that you've been to. That would be neat. And then I thought this was neat. I did look up the name because it was signed on the back. It was a very heavy piece, very ornate. A pretty angel there, but I couldn't find anything that matched that name, so I did leave that. And then I noticed there were some more plates here. A smaller plate on top of a bigger plate, and some more plates. I don't know if they have stickers on the back of them, so I don't think they were someone's collection. I think someone had an antique booth and donated them because they did have price tags on them. Then I picked this up. I knew exactly what this was. This is a sprinkler for your ironing. and I thought it was cute that it was in the shape of an iron. The plug's in really good shape, and it has no chips or cracks. It does show some age, but I thought that was really neat. Those were all plastic, those fish in that bag, and this was also very pretty. I had things like this when I was younger, and I was seeing what if this had a brand or a designer name on it. Sometimes you'll see Maria Osmond. I found Richard Simmons design dolls, so I was just seeing if there was a name, and it wasn't. It was just a doll, and then there was another doll in here. They usually put the dolls on the toy shelf section, but sometimes they put them on the shelf if I think they come in the original box. This is fun, a cheese slicer in its original box. And then in this Princess House box, I wanted to know what was in there. It looked like it was a light or maybe a vase. I'm not quite sure. It was very plain looking. That's why I didn't get it out. And then here is a look for you on the shelves. And then I found this little planner. I love The Office. I think it's the greatest show ever. So I looked at that. I don't need it, so I put it back. And then here are two Holly Ross, there it is, Holly Ross bud vases. I recently sold a ewer that was Holly Ross. That was a different design. I thought this was funny. It said Italian design, it's plastic, and then it's marked made in China. But it's Italian design. This I thought was fantastic, and I was going to get this, and then I noticed it had a lot of damage to the seashells in that one little section. I thought this was really, really cool. If you had seashells, you could easily, I think, repair that, but it is still sitting on the shelf. I was just there the other day. It's still sitting. No one has rescued it yet. This brand of figurine is called Just the Right Shoe. We used to sell these all the time at the Hallmark store. I found a bag of these one time at another Goodwill, and always look up the names of the shoes because you never know. Some sell really well. Sam, an employee at the Goodwill, was restocking. She said, "Did you check out the Fitz and Floyd up front?" And I hadn't, so I made my way back up to the front, and I found a whole bunch of treasures. This up in the case, the Jim Shore cat, and this is Hall. That's really pretty. It's in good shape. It has some marks here, but I think I can get that off. So get that. I appreciate that Sam gave me a heads up to go look to the front of the case, because I usually look there when I first walk in, and it was empty when I walked in because she was restocking. So thank you so much, Sam, for the heads up. Here is some other carts that they were restocking. Like I said, I don't like to dig down too deep, but then of course I'm going to do this. I realized when I was watching this video back, I was like, I don't dig too deep in the carts. I kind of do, but I have a good reason why, and I think you'll see too. This color green is, I really like the color green on this. There are 2 plates for only $3.99. There was a mark on them, but the size of the bigger platter is what I was like, no, I don't want to make a box for that. So I am digging through here. Okay, I'm just kind of lifting, I feel like I'm just lifting things and not really digging down. I've seen people completely change the things in the carts because they move everything out. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to eat my words, because I'm going to find something fabulous in just a little bit in the restocking carts. But let's first look at the green section here. I'm giving you a look at it, and then I realized, hey, look at this. This is kind of cute. This is marked made in Italy. I noticed later they had about 3 of these. Oh, is this Texas pottery? It doesn't say. That's pretty. That's big. How much is that? Oh, only $6.99. It's not bad. That's a nice piece. It's really big though. I thought that big pottery piece was Marshall, Texas pottery, but it was not marked. Now here's the silver section, and I usually don't go down the silver section because I find it really boring. I don't find the items in this aisle very interesting, but I always do a quick look through because sometimes you never know what you'll find. And then I saw this, and I thought, oh, wait, and they had glued that dog thing to the plate. Isn't that unusual? There it is, marked on the bottom. And the fruit the fruit there seemed to be in really good shape, but someone had glued an image of a dog onto the plate. And then look at this. Isn't this unusual too? Do you notice what I find unusual about it? I'll step back and show you. There's no spout. So what is this for? Someone tell me, because I know someone knows. Why doesn't it have a spout? Is it just a jug that you have to pour really fast? I'm not sure, but you let me know if you know. And then these were cute, but she had lost her legs. Little shelf sitters. And then on an end cap with a clear glass, these of course stood out because they had color to them. I thought these were really cute little juice glasses with the green sailboats. And then I looked in the clear section just real quick to see if there was anything that caught my eye. And of course this Disney glass did. I did take the time to look this up because it kind of looked old, but then it didn't look old. And I noticed that some of the graphics was wearing on that. And then behind that was this piece, and someone had, you'll see, look, someone had already picked off the price tag, probably looking for a signature on it. I didn't see one either. And then I thought this would be kind of dangerous to have your water, at least for me, to have a glass water bottle. And then on the bottom, I found another glass that matched the Donald Duck glass. This one was in better shape, but I kind of talked myself out of getting them, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second here. Graphics are really coming off on the elbow there, on the foot. It's traveled over there, and it's right there too. Okay, as promised, here I am, kind of digging, technically, through the bin. I found these bunnykin plates. It's a plate and bowl, and then I spied something on the right there. Do you see it? See the egg plate? Wait till I pull it out. I couldn't believe this. Look at that. This is Sears and Roebuck Mary Mushroom Deviled Egg Plate. Here are some recent solds off of Worth Point. $70, $130, $69. I saw that when I got home. I was like, what? So I do have mine up for auction right now. It does have a little bit of chipping to the front mushroom and a little crazing, but other than that, it's in really good shape. Now, here I am going to eat my words. I never dig through the bins, but I'm digging through the bins because I thought, well, if there's this Mary Mushroom egg plate, maybe there's other Mary Mushroom things that are just waiting for me underneath all of this glass and plates and platters and things. But spoiler alert, there was not. I have seen the canisters. I actually have one large canister myself, but I couldn't find anything else. But hey, I found a hard to find egg plate, so I was pretty pleased with myself. Also, this is hard to find as well. This is a key and coin bowl by Pillsbury Doughboy, and this, of course, a napkin holder. But here is a recent sold for the coin bowl, $80. That's crazy. So mine is also up for auction currently. Then I was looking again at the Christmas section. I really like these. I believe these are the dogwood blossoms. This is Homeco. There is a set of 4. I think they're really, really pretty. I liked how they had them in the box for one price. And then here's another box that I found. This is why I bought the box for that salt and pepper shaker. One of them does have a really nice repair to the handle, but it also came with this pair of salt and pepper shakers and another little figurine that you'll see at the end of this video. There were some candles in there and some just plain bisque figurines. I have to figure out what those are, but for one price for this whole box, I thought that was a good deal, mostly because of the vintage salt and pepper shakers right there. And then I also found this nativity, and it was marked Christmas 2006, and you can't really see it, but it does have Hour of Power or Power Hour, something about power in an hour. Let's see, right there, Hour of Power at the very top. So you have Jesus, Mary and Joseph, a shepherd and a sheep, 1 wise man, and 2 angels. These were really cute, and they had it's a lady's signature on them for the artist, but I didn't take the time to look up that signature because they had a lot of wear to them. So even if these were worth hundreds and hundreds and millions of dollars, these had wear on them, and they wouldn't be worth as much if they were in really, really good condition. So if I ever see them again in really good condition, I might take the time to look up the name. Again, they have a whole little basket of ornaments. I was seeing if there was anything unusual. This was marked the White House, and it was from 2006. Very ornate ornament there. And then this little Santa had some stuff inside it. I thought that was cute, but didn't really see anything that caught my fancy. This really glittery bird was spreading glitter all over the shelf. I was looking in this bag to see if there was anything hidden in there. One of my most favorite finds at this Goodwill was I found, this was last year, a big bag of ornaments that had really old German ornaments, so I always look at the bags. I did spy this Rae Dunn Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice wall-mounted rack, but it was $14, so I did put that back, but I did find this instead. And I didn't know what this was, but I knew it was really, really cool. And so I kind of get down here and pull it off the shelf and really look at it. I thought it was amazing that there was a lot of things in it. And these all can be pulled out. That had a secret drawer that was stuck. I could tell it popped out, but it was stuck at the moment. And then when I pulled it out, I realized that this had a little coin on it. Those are Swiss francs, and those coins date from 1943. And then I noticed this had a little pewter label collar thing on it. And I looked up that, the maker of that, and I thought, I might be onto something. So I looked up what this is. This is called a Tantalus, and they are used to lock up your liqueur. It did have a key, and the key does work. And that secret drawer, though, that secret drawer is stuck. It has a little emblem there, and even though it only has 2 bottles, I really thought it was super cool. So I decided to go with this instead of the Rae Dunn Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice. And for those of you, I didn't know what this was. So for those of you who don't know what this is, I did take off the definition from Wikipedia, and you can pause the video here and read more about it. And here is everything that I picked up on this trip to Goodwill. Following the pictures of here, I'm going to show you if I did get that secret drawer open on the Tantalus. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for support of my channel by subscribing and hitting the thumbs up, and of course, leaving a comment. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see ya. I decided to take the screws off the bottom here of the cabinet, and it's taking it apart here, and I think I'll be able to get into the drawer. And I did. All right. Cards. And here is something Russian. Avorelitz Maru. Well, I can also Google Lens it. It's not as impressive. Oh, these are Russian too. Karty, Koloda, souvenir. So some Russian cards. All right, and then we could Google Lens this. All right, well, it wasn't gold, but I did get it open. And I don't know if I can fix that again. So, yeah, that was interesting. These are souvenir playing cards. This is a bottle opener. And these are also Russian playing cards. I'm gonna open up the playing cards. Maybe there's money inside.